Good
Hello.
morning.
Hmm.
Welcome to Midweek Update.
It's good to be together back. I was gone this past weekend for the Powerhouse Youth Conference that used to be at Manchester University and has been at Camp Mac now for a number of years. And the Northern Indiana District has sort of taken on the leadership there with their youth cabinet from Northern Indiana. So was grateful for uh, the folks up just north of us and putting that on. And it was a very nice weekend together. David Radcliffe, who will be here sharing with us in worship and in Sunday school on April 28th, was there this past weekend. He said he's making quite three treks here in the winter spring to up to Indiana. So he was there to share lots of words as I was reflecting with someone. He has uh, he packs a lot into these kind of 1 hour sessions that we had. But it was really nice to have some of those discussions, some some workshops. We also had Virginia Rindler was there representing Brethren Volunteer Service and uh, Josh Adler from our congregation and a university student and was there leading music. And we had other folks, Miriam Urbaugh, some other folks from our congregation, along with our youth there. Our youth helped out with some of the music for the weekend. And so it was a rich time together. It was cold, as folks know here. It was cold. It was nice to get uh, a little bit of a uptick in the weather here this weekend, but it was cold and snowy driving and being there the weekend. But it was good to be together. And speaking of being together, we have our food fun uh, fellowship on Fridays. First
Food,
Friday,
fun, friends, fellowship. Anything
and
else?
we don't get we don't get an F in the food. We are having pizza for this month, and so that'll be provided. And folks are invited to bring their favorite game. It's for all ages. Everyone's invited. You don't have to play a game. You don't even have to eat food. If you just want to come and fellowship, that is welcome too. So we'll be gathering at 6 p.m. on March 1st. So we look forward to
So it's
the.
a week from now.
That's right, not this Friday. Yeah.
And will people want to like sign up or register or RSVP?
That's right. Yep. If people are interested in coming, we just ask that they RSVP by that Friday morning at the latest, just so that we can order the right amount of pizza. Yeah.
Sounds good.
And then the next day, on Saturday, March 2nd, we'll gather again at the Timbercrest Chapel to remember the life of Phil Orpert, 102 years and 6 months or so, a life long lived, a keen observer of the natural world. I remember talking to him once about Robin Wall Kimmerer's book on mosses, and he was a little astonished that someone was interested in the mosses, and that was a good conversation. And so, bring your stories, tell each other your stories, your remembrances. 2 o'clock on Saturday, March 2nd at Timbercrest Chapel.
As we turn to this weekend, I should say that um, this Saturday, I'll be heading with a number of our youth back to Camp Mac and um, gathering to work with a group in planning youth camp for this summer at Camp Mac, which is a good reminder that if you're interested in signing up for summer camp or helping out, they always are in need of helpers and volunteers, counselors. That to do that, this is a good time to start putting those dates on your calendar if you're interested, whether it's Camp Mac or Camp Friedenswald or those opportunities. So anyway,
Yeah. And that Camp Mac information is in the newsletter. So
it
people,
is right. You can get those discounts if you're a first time or if you're returning. There's a different code for each of those.
And this weekend, we step into the second week of Lent. We are now in this season leading up to Holy Week and Easter. And our focus, our theme is encounter, encuentro. And last week we had Madeline here, and we looked at encountering us in community, each other, encountering each other. And through the rest of Lent, we're going to be encountering Jesus along his journey in different places. And this week it's on a mountaintop, a story that is full of dazzling kind of wonder and mystery, and lots of curious questions come out of this story of the Transfiguration. So we look forward to that. Each week during our worship in Lent, we are going to take a few moments to pause and prayerfully sing together songs after the sharing and prayer that invite us into a space of reflection. And during that time, as we did this last week, there will be some stations set up across the front of the sanctuary with candles, and you are welcome to come forward if you would like to light a candle as a way of praying. Sometimes, I mean, in this world that we live in today, there are lots of needs and lots of concerns, and sometimes we don't even have the exact words to put into prayer. And lighting a candle can be a form then of prayer that invites us just to pause and to be present in the moment. And so throughout the season of Lent, we will have that opportunity each Sunday following the sharing and prayer time. I would say also, we're going to continue throughout this season of Lent to have centering prayer each Thursday morning. And if you are looking for a practice that can help ground you and center you during this season of reflection, you might consider joining us for that. It's 20 minutes of silence, and we start with a few moments of centering, and usually have just a very little bit of touching base after we have finished the time of silence. So anyone is welcome to joining us at those 9 a.m. Thursday morning centering prayer times here in the chapel at the church. So that's what's going on this weekend.
Yeah. Well, thanks. We look forward to sort of continuing in the season of Lent and in these different opportunities. All right.
All right. Take
Later.
care.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.